Now taking a look at our full forecast for Cinco de Mayo, starting off in Bakersfield right now, we're seeing 49 degrees. You head down into the mountains, we're looking more towards the 30s, a little bit the 40s as you head towards Lebec. As for the east side of the county, that's where we're mostly seeing 40s heading into the 50s range as you head up north. Now tonight's lows range as low as 35 degrees in the mountains up to 45 degrees in the valley. As for tomorrow's highs, we are expecting that to range as high as 80 degrees in the desert and as low as 57 degrees in the mountains with 73 for the valley. So things are definitely starting to warm up and we do expect that to continue. However, we are also seeing quite a bit of wind headed our way. Now there is a wind advisory affecting many of the desert areas that is expected to last until tomorrow at 6 a.m. And with that, we could see gusts up to 55 miles per hour. Let's get a closer look at that. So starting off right now, we're already seeing 54 miles per hour in the Mojave area. So those strong winds have already kicked in. As we head to 6 a.m., which is when that wind advisory is set to expire, the wind is definitely dying down towards the 20 mile per hour range and condensing more to these areas. As we continue on into Monday afternoon, though, we do still see those winds picking up yet again between the 40 and 50 mile per hour range. So just because the wind advisory is going away, that doesn't mean we aren't expecting strong winds to head our way as well. And by this time tomorrow, we are expecting to see more of the 50s, getting really close to the 60 mile per hour range in the desert. So if you plan on driving, especially in those areas, drive extra careful. Make sure you have a good grip on the steering wheel. But let's get a look at the next 7 days ahead of us. Starting off tomorrow in the valley, we have a high of 73 degrees and a low of 49 with clear skies throughout the day. And we do see that warming up later on in the week, starting off in the 70s, warming up into the 80s by Wednesday. And it is looking a lot more likely that we will reach into the 90s by the weekend, seeing 90, 92 degrees and 91 as we head into Sunday. Now looking at the mountain community, starting off in Fraser Park and Tehachapi, we're starting off in the 50s, warming up into the 60s, especially towards the middle of the week. And as we head to the weekend, that's when we're going into the 70s. Now as for Lake Isabella, we're starting off in the 60s, warming up into the 70s. And by the weekend, that's when we're expecting to see the 80s. So if you plan on going outside, definitely wear quite some sunscreen.